Oh, you guys are in the woods. Camera around. Hi everybody, this is Leslie from GoToKitchens.com. It's good to see you guys. I am in sunny Arizona. Actually, I'm in the courtyard of our hotel right now. Hi everybody, it's good to see you. I missed you guys. I missed you this weekend. I missed talking to you. I missed you on Thanksgiving. I missed you in all kinds of places. My camera's in a funky position, so good evening. Hello, it's good to see you. Hey, it's good to see you, Hayden. Hi, Sean. Hi, everybody. So I'm going to ask you guys just one time, if you would please, right down in the corner, there's a little Perry guy. You can touch that. If you touch that, oh, it's raining there. Wow. If you touch that, that will share out to your followers. You can hit share to Facebook. You can hit share to Twitter, share all kinds of places. So if you don't mind doing that, thank you so much in advance for doing that. Look at that. We're filling up the room just like that. Yes, I'm in the USA. I'm actually vacationing right now in Tucson, Arizona. And we are going to talk about today, that's okay. Oh, you can share it out to Twitter. It's good to see you guys here. So we are going to talk today about, hi America, hello, hi everybody. I have my location turned on, so that makes a difference. You guys can see that, right? So we're going to talk today about 5 reasons that you may be, yeah, why is it so dang hard to eat healthy, right? I know, that's it. So many people have that trouble and that emotion. Do you hear that? Yeah, I'm sitting right by a fountain here. I'll show you. See the fountain? Yeah. So I'm sitting right by a fountain, so that's why you guys hear the water. Is it annoying? I'm sorry if it's annoying. It's a very positive sound for me. So you have to. Okay. No, not somebody peeing. Yeah, I know. That happens to a lot of people. What you think is healthy really isn't healthy at all. So you like it? I like it too. So today we're going to talk about the top 5 reasons that is so hard to eat healthy. And I'm going to just go through them very quickly. Hello, it's good to see all you guys. I'm going to go through them very quickly, and we're going to talk very quickly about why is it so hard to eat healthy. I have to tell you, hi, it's good to see everybody. Hi, Clarissa, it's good to see you. I have had such a difficult time on this trip staying on my regular diet. And it's because we have been on can't quit the fizzy drink? Okay. We have been on vacation, and I have had such a difficult time keeping up with my diet because we have been on schedules, we've been doing tourist things, we have been doing fun things, we've been out late at night. Yeah, it's so difficult, and so I've had such a hard time sticking to my regularly scheduled program and my food, and so I've had to make some decisions that I normally wouldn't make. Now, I eat in moderation, so I eat a moderation diet, which means that I am constantly aware, hi, it's good to see you, I'm constantly aware that anything in moderation is okay for me. So, and that's how I live my life. I don't limit or restrict myself to, I'm not eating that. The only thing that is, yeah, what is it, right? The only thing that is just off the table for me is I do not eat high fructose corn syrup. So if I know that there is high fructose corn syrup in something, I will not eat it. So, so that's the only thing that's really off of the table for me, and I just feel really strongly about that. And that is my own passion. It doesn't have to be your passion. It doesn't have to be how you eat. High fructose corn syrup, I will not eat it. There are too many chemicals in it, and it's really, really bad for you. Yeah, there are so many things in high fructose corn syrup that are so negative for you. It is genetically modified. It's just super, super bad. It's processed chemically, and when it's in foods, your pancreas is like on fire. It doesn't know what to do with all of that. It releases so much insulin that it doesn't know what to do. So, high fructose corn syrup. Yeah. It's in all kinds of foods. It's in everything from sports drinks to breads to pastries to pastas to pasta sauces. It's mostly in prepackaged food. So I eat a lot of real food. So it's really not hard for me to avoid because I eat so much real food. So Fructose, there you go. Ketchup, absolutely, it's everywhere, it's everywhere. So I think that at some point in your life, first let me introduce myself. My name is Leslie. I have a website, go2kitchens.com. If you guys would please go check it out, go2kitchens.com. There's nothing for sale over there. I am not trying to sell you a thing. I'm not trying to tell you how to improve your business. I'm not trying to tell you how to improve anything except I want you to buy into your own health, and that is the only thing that Go To Kitchen sells. So, real food, what is left? Prepackaged foods is what's left. So, that's funny. Just read the package, people. Come on, get with the program. I'm gonna take these off my head. I hope I don't leave them here. So, yeah, prepackaged foods, pre-processed foods, all of those things are not real food. So, hello, all the way from Washington, D.C. So at some point, you're going to fall into one of these 5 categories. I've actually fallen into the first one we're going to talk about today. So it's hard to not feel guilty about some of the things that we do and trying to eat healthy. You know, we fall off the wagon and it's like, dang, 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 and you want to beat yourself up for it. And really what you need to do is not judge yourself for it, but you just need to move forward and get back on track at some point. So yeah, that's right. Can't read a label on an apple. I say that all the time. So I just want to give you these tips so that you guys recognize some of the value in actually getting off track and getting back on track. So number one, the number one problem, in my opinion, for eating healthy is availability. Now, I can tell you, hi, it's good to see you. I can tell you that when I am in Europe, I'm sorry, when I'm not in Europe, you said Europe and I said Europe. When I'm in the South, so when I'm in Texas, the availability for fast food and processed food, no, I do not eat any processed foods. Well, I have this week because I didn't have any choices, but availability is number one problem, and that is because, you know, when I'm in Texas, and I'm from Texas, so I can talk about Texas in this manner, but when I'm in Texas, I'm bombarded around every single corner with a fast food restaurant. They line the streets. They're just everywhere. And so the availability of healthy food is so much harder. You have to search for it. You have to look for it. Whereas if I'm in Colorado, from where I live, the availability for good food on the go is actually quite easy. It is. It's hard to find good foods in certain parts of the country. So availability makes it very, very difficult. Now in Tucson, I would say, where I'm visiting my brother-in-law, I would say we're about 50-50 right now. We're about 50-50 on being able to find healthy food and 50-50 on there's a fast food joint on every corner. So that you drive by and you think, oh my gosh, we're almost out of time. We should just pop in there and get something to eat because I need something to eat, you know? And so, it's about 50-50 here. So there are some really great places to get food on the go here, but and because I don't have a kitchen, I am falling into this trap very easily, although I did cook in my brother-in-law's kitchen the other day, so I did make some food. So it's a split as well. Yeah, Colorado, I think we are heavy on the great food for you, or where I live anyway, in Colorado. So yes, so availability would be the number one problem. I've had this problem all weekend. And I have, you know, we've eaten in several restaurants, and I had the opportunity to make a good choice, and I didn't. I actually had the opportunity to make a good choice, and I made a bad choice. And I mean, it's just the way it was. We were in a Greek restaurant yesterday, and they had these Greek French fries, all right? This is just a little kind of a fast place, but a real restaurant, you know. And they had these Greek French fries, and they had feta and Greek spices and olive oil on them, and I could not resist them. I was not walking away without eating some of those. Now, I did not eat the whole package that they gave me. I ate about 15 or 20 out of there, and I let the rest of them go. In fact, I offered them to the rest of the table. But I could not resist them. I mean, I had to have them. They just looked so amazing. So I made a poor choice. I did have a salad as well, but I made a poor choice. So we do have those in Colorado. I think Panera Bread is good for their ingredients, but it's a lot of bread, obviously. I mean, everything's a sandwich, so you need to be a little conscious about that. But yeah, I know, it's true. And I just enjoyed it and I moved on, but I just didn't make a good choice. And it's a part of it is not only because of availability, but it's because of the opposite of that. There were good foods available. I just actually made a bad choice, and because that's what I wanted to eat. And my brain was very happy after I ate them, but my tummy was not happy later on that evening. So I'm finding excuses for, yeah, they have great salads. I agree. I have been finding excuses to eat poorly because we're on the go and because we have to do this and because we have to do that. And my brother-in-law has been calling me out, and it's so funny. My brother-in-law, Gary, he's been calling me out. He's like, Leslie, you can't eat that. I was like, I know I can't, but I'm totally eating it. I'm on vacation. So, but I did get back on track last night, had an amazing cup of tomato soup and a really great salad last night. But I had just made some poor choices throughout the day, and I think I've made a poor choice almost every single day that we've been here. So anyway, so availability, but that trickles down into your grocery store, what's available in your grocery store, what's available in your marketplaces, what's available in your kitchen when it's time to eat. I mean, it can even trickle down into your actual kitchen. I mean, have you made good choices at the grocery store? Do you have good stuff to eat in your house? I mean, it can actually just trickle all the way down into your own personal environment. So availability, not only from where maybe just, big picture where you live, but trickling down into what's available in your grocery store, and then trickling all the way down into making the good choices and the available choices in your kitchen. So that is one of the hardest things about eating healthy, is actually finding the availability. Number 2 is cost. I mean, you cannot talk about okay, oh my gosh, you read my mind. Meg, you read my mind, because most of us cannot talk about eating healthy without talking about the cost associated with it. So number 2 is cost. Thank you for the recap there. I think it's Karen, right? You guys are kind of far away from me and I can't see it very well, but yes, so number 2 is cost. And so cost is a factor in this. You cannot talk about eating healthy without talking about cost. But I just want to point out a couple of things about the cost issue for some of you. And this is, a lot of it surrounds organics. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Karen, for the recap. So a lot of the issues that surround the cost issue is that you're buying organics. So you're buying organics and they can be more expensive. Now, if you're buying health food, and it's prepackaged, you're still buying prepackaged food. Let's be crystal clear about it. Just because they don't have GMOs, just because they don't have, just because they do not have, or because they're made from organics, or they use real sugar or something like that, does not make it a health food. So prepackaged health foods are expensive. And I know, well, it's just super fast just to block them. I can get rid of them. They're gone, Janie. I got rid of them. But yeah, it's those prepackaged anything can be more expensive. So real veggies and fruit, do not eat fresh. Okay, awesome. So, but eating organics can actually be expensive. It's costly, it's worth it. But here's one of the troubles that I see in so many kitchens, because I go into so many kitchens. I am in a lot of people's kitchens. I coach people one-on-one a lot. And I go into their kitchen and they're buying with the intention of eating well. They're buying all these amazing foods, but they're letting them rot in their kitchen because they're not making a plan. So you guys hear the vacuum cleaner from the maids? That's funny. But they're not making a plan. And so they buy all these, they go into the grocery store with all these, big intentions of buying all this amazing food, and then it just sits in there and rots, and then they go, oh, it's just so expensive. Yeah, if you let it rot, it's expensive. If you buy conventional, it's expensive to just let it rot. So you cannot go to the grocery store, spend all this money. Yeah, I actually agree with you, Janie, but it's hard to convince people of that notion that you have right there. I completely agree with you. If you're eating real foods, it's cheaper. So, yes, you can absolutely do that. It does take some work. You can absolutely do that. I'm just always shocked at the amount of people that will go to the grocery store, spend a couple $100 on groceries, and then eat out 4 days a night. So don't eat more. That's a good rule. I like that, Roz. Don't buy more than you can eat in 5 days. Actually love that rule. I'm at the grocery store a couple of times a week. I have that luxury, but I cook a lot. And so because I'm cooking for you guys and I'm cooking for other people, and I cook all the time because #love-to-cook. And so, but yes, so you just have to keep that in perspective. Don't go to the grocery store and spend all this money on food and then don't prepare it and let it rot. That's ridiculous. So it will be expensive. Anything would be expensive if you were doing that. So make a plan, absolutely. And then also in your budget, I like to have people identify their priorities. So if you're saying that it's just not in your budget to eat organics, or it's just not in your budget to eat real food, or whatever, then something in the budget I bet can be cut. I bet you could cut a coffee trip out now and again. I bet you could cut a other habit that you have. You know, I mean, maybe you eat out lunch every single day. Maybe you cut that out, and because it's expensive to do that. It's $10 at least every time you eat out. You can't hardly get away unless you're eating really crappy food. It's about $10 to eat out, and so you cut that out, and that's like, you know, $50 a week. Well, that would buy a lot of organics. So just, you know, making priorities in your budget and trying to fit in those healthy foods. Now, I'm not saying you have to turn your life upside down. I'm just saying, you know, making those decisions, seeing where something could be traded for, you know, a bad habit for a good habit. Just keeping that in mind. So number 3, confusion. It's so confusing. Even I would consider myself an expert in this field because I have taken all the time. Yes, I love that. Yes, seeing a priority is key. Absolutely. But confusion is my number 3 reason why people do not eat healthy. Because you go in the grocery store and all the marketing and all the propaganda and all the things that they put in front of you that say healthy. I mean, even Snickers bars have green labels, and we associate green with good. Green means go, right? So anything that's packaged in green or looks like it's some sort of proprietary packaging, or it's some home, you know, like somebody was making it in their garage or something, we are drawn towards that sort of thing. And so it's it's so confusing. I mean, here's the list of diets that I came up with in like 10 seconds. Listen to this: paleo, organic, gluten-free, vegetarian, vegan, keto, clean diet, sugar-free diet, dairy-free diet, healthy fat diet, low-carb diet, high-carb diet, and non-GMO. Oh my gosh. I mean, that's just like, I just rattled those off in like 5 seconds. As I was making my notes today, I was like, there are so many diets and it's so confusing. Do I eat GMOs? Do I not eat GMOs? Do I eat sugar? Do I not eat sugar? How much sugar am I supposed to eat? How much sugar am I not supposed to eat? Am I supposed to salt my food? Do I use pink Himalayan salt, or do I use kosher salt? Do I buy organics? And if I buy organics, what do I not buy that's organic? I mean, you could drive yourself freaking nuts in the grocery store. So confusion is absolutely a problem. And that's what Go-To Kitchens is here for. I'm trying to demystify the healthy lifestyle so that it's not difficult, so that I have this weird hair. Look at this. It's driving me nuts, and it's in my eyes. It keeps tickling my eyelash. Crazy hair. I got crazy hair right here in Arizona. So, but yes, so I mean, it can be so confusing. So, is my hair creating focus? Oh no, don't tap then. Yeah, number 4, crazy hair is creating confusion. That's hilarious. That's so funny. So that's interesting. You want to become a vegetarian, but your parents are not letting you change your diet. Yeah, that's a difficult one. That's a difficult thing. I would like for you to identify to yourself, why do you want to be vegetarian? What makes you want to be a vegetarian? Is it because of convictions, because of animals, or is it because you don't feel well when you eat meat? I'd like for you to identify that. You don't have to do it here, but to yourself. And if you want, you're welcome to email me, talktothehands@gotokitchens.com, and maybe we can have a powwow with your parents, and we can help you figure out what would be a healthy path for you to be a vegetarian or not. I'm here for that kind of help, so check out my website, gotokitchens.com. I'll be happy to help you. I don't want to step on any parents' toes. I'm not here to do that, but maybe we can help you identify why you want to become a vegetarian, and then maybe help you talk to the hands, that's right. Maybe help you identify also to your parents and make it a little bit more clear about why you want to do that. So I'd be happy to help you with that. But yes, so the other things, I'm here to help, Jana, you know that. So, but the other things that are difficult for us is that the food marketing, and I touched on that just, slightly, but food marketing is amazing. I mean, they have this down to a T. They have studies that study us to see what we respond to. I mean, I was in marketing my entire life. Up until this point, up until Go To Kitchen's point, and I'm still kind of in marketing, not really though, but I have been in marketing my entire life, and we would do studies on people's buying habits, on what they would buy and what they responded to. I was in charge of all the sales, like all the sale flyers that you got from JCPenney like 15 years ago came through my desk. That's what I did for a living. I was that person that identified what people responded to. So it was, I mean, and they do it with food marketing to the max. In fact, I almost went to work for a food company in their marketing department to help them develop a packaging for their customers that they would identify with it and want to buy it. So food marketing, there's a reason that a Coca-Cola can is red. There is a reason that a Pepsi-Cola can is red, white, and blue. Yeah, I know, right? I know. I'm so glad I didn't take that job. But no, but there's a reason for that. And we are, as consumers, they are just doing what we respond to. So sometimes you can't blame food manufacturers because they are just doing what's going to make them the most money, because as consumers, that's what we respond to. So just keeping that in mind as you're buying and going through life and buying food and all that kind of stuff. So, but confusion is definitely a problem for most people. And what to buy and how am I supposed to eat and what am I supposed to eat? And so, ew, you could. That's how acidic it is, right? I mean, that's crazy. Yeah, okay, so no, that doesn't sound stupid at all, actually. That sounds very normal to me. A lot of people have this reaction. No, that's hilarious. But a lot of people have this reaction to meat, so don't feel like it's just you or that it's just a problem. So, yes, I think that's exactly right, Janet. You probably, if you want to contact me or even contact Janet, Duchess Doodoo right there, she would be able to help you with that. So just email me or go to my website. I can help you identify and help you get over those hurdles a little bit. I'd like to know your age, or Dr. Christine, that's right. I'd like to know your age and know a little bit more about you, not in a creepy way. I'm not being creepy. I just want to be able to help you with that effort. So yes, at the digestion doc for sure. So number 4. Number 4. Sorry, my nose is running. It's kind of chilly out here, so my nose is kind of wanting to drip. But number 4 is time constraints. So when you are eating healthy, yeah, you like beef, but it gives you gas. Yeah, and some people have that reaction. It could be as simple as you're not chewing it enough. It could be that simple. And so, yes, absolutely. Yeah, listen to Janet there. Absolutely. Dr. Christine fixed you. That's amazing. She's fixing a lot of people. She's amazing that way. Yeah. So time constraints. Number 4, time constraints. You have to go to the grocery store. You have to buy food. You have to make a list and make decisions and make a plan of what you're going to eat that week. And then you have to go to the grocery store. Then you have to buy food. Then you have to come home and you have to prepare food to get it ready for the week. Then you have to cook, and then you have to clean after you've cooked. Oh my gosh, really? Who has time for that? And this is what most people, this is like one of the huge concerns I come up against. Cost and time, I get all the time. Can I just hire a chef? Can I just, is there any fast food options for me that are healthy for me? No, is the answer. I get this question all the time. Is there a fast food place? I know, cleaning does suck. I don't like cleaning either. I don't like it. But I get this question all the time. Is there a fast food option that is good for me? And the answer is no. No, there is no fast food on this planet that is good for you. Make your own fast food. Absolutely. Yes. But I mean, it does take some time. It takes some time to make a menu for a week. Okay. Yeah. You're 16. All right. Yeah. You just send me an email and let's talk. I would love to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you behind your parents' back. I don't want to get you in trouble. This is not a conspiracy. This is just maybe helping you. Oh, hi, I'm in Tucson, Arizona. But this may be helping you get sorry, that's the cleaning cart. But this may help you get on a path with your parents, and we can discuss together what we find. So just send me an email. I'll be happy to help. So yes, but time constraints are a huge concern for a lot of people. My suggestion is, yes, thank you, good, I'll look for it. Yes, it is. It does. I agree with that, Clarissa. Absolutely agree 100%. But a lot of people get in there and they get in their mindset that this is going to take a lot of time, and it's going to take time away from my family. BS. That is BS. You are going to have more time with your family, and you know why you're going to have more time with your family? Because when you're eating healthy, you feel better, and you want to go and do things with your family. It's not a sitting on your butt on the couch watching TV every single night. It is a, hey, let's go do something, because you feel like getting up and doing something. So you're going to have more quality time if you are feeding your family well. It's just the bottom line. That's just not an argument to me. I don't have enough time with my family as it is, and it takes more time to be in the kitchen. Bull. That's bull. Yeah, cook and clean together. Make it a family tradition. I just call bull on that one. That's just, I say that every single time somebody says that. So you can get them involved in some way, but I promise you, if you just get in there and get the job done that needs to be done and get it over with, and then throughout the week you have food ready for them to eat all week long, then you don't even have to worry about what you're going to eat at night. There's not a 5-minute discussion of what are we going to eat tonight? What do you guys want to eat tonight? Where do you want to go eat tonight? That's like the biggest one. So good. Awesome. Doctor suggested for me to eat right, cholesterol problems. Good. Stay on my scopes. Stay with me. I broadcast every weekday at noon, Leroy. I'd be happy to help you. Exactly. You guys can cook together. I mean, there are just so many options there. That's awesome, Clarissa. That's amazing. I didn't cook anything for Thanksgiving, and I loved not cooking for Thanksgiving. It was a real treat for me. So yes. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Sorry, we're going to have to wait till the noise dies down over here. I think that they may be doing it on purpose because they're watching me and they're talking very loud. So anyway, we'll see. Maybe I'm being mean. I don't know. Yes, good. Thank you. Yeah, went to the in-laws. I know, I didn't even have Thanksgiving dinner. I had no turkey. The only thing I had close to Thanksgiving dinner is I had one little tiny slice of pumpkin pie. And that was the only thing Thanksgiving I had. I actually had a steak dinner for Thanksgiving, and it was amazing. Grass-fed beef. Oh my gosh, it was so good. I just couldn't believe how good it was. Okay, totally off track. So number 5. Number 5 is a biggie. This is a biggie. This is the other thing. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, Meg. Number 5 is taste concerns. When I talk to people about changing their habits, now I was one of these people. I have to tell you, the Thanksgiving before I was diagnosed with cancer, oh, the cleaning crew, yeah, not so much, I don't think. Thank you, I get it now. I was diagnosed, the Thanksgiving before I was diagnosed with cancer, that was almost 3 years ago. Yeah, I don't think that's an option, actually. But it was Thanksgiving dinner. My husband wanted Brussels sprouts. I didn't even know how to make Brussels sprouts because I always thought that they were so disgusting and there was no way I was going to eat them. And I was like, well, if you want them, I'll figure out how to make them. So I made him Brussels sprouts, and I almost gagged at the way that they smelled because they just smelled foul to me. And so lo and behold, a month later, yeah, absolutely changed dramatically. That month later, I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I couldn't believe my eyes. I couldn't believe it. And so when I went to see my naturopath, I had to come to terms with the fact that I needed to eat more cruciferous vegetables. And a girl can only eat so much broccoli and eat so much cauliflower before she starts looking for other cruciferous vegetables to eat, because I needed to get my estrogen to balance out the way that it metabolized, and you do that through cruciferous vegetables. That's a whole nother scope. But so I needed to eat more. And so I thought, all right, I've just got to find a way that I like Brussels sprouts, and that I like cabbage, and that I like bok choy, and that I like kale, which I still don't like kale. I still cannot get past the kale thing. But I had taste issues. I had big taste issues. And so I was so concerned about changing my diet because I felt like it was, that's just your opinion, and if I'll give you one more chance, and if you throw up another comment that is mean like that, I'll have to get rid of you. But anyway, that is your opinion, and I welcome people's opinions, but yeah, it is not pointless to eat healthy. Just ask any cancer survivor on the planet. So after I started changing my diet over and my palate changes and I got rid of a lot of the sugar and a lot of the preservatives and a lot of those things that my body was wanting and craving, my palate changed a lot, meaning my taste changed amazingly, like drastically. And I started craving vegetables, and then it was like, what else can I eat? And now I've turned into a total foodie. I will eat just about anything. I will eat all kinds of vegetables. I will eat all kinds of fruits. I will try things that I would never, ever, ever, ever do. Yes, there are cruciferous supplements, but they do not replace getting the real thing in your body, because your body needs the fiber. So when you're taking the supplements, you're just getting the benefit from the cruciferous vegetable, but you still need to eat cruciferous vegetables. So it's not like you can avoid eating the cruciferous vegetables and take the supplement. That's not how it really works. So it is amazing. It is amazing when a life thinks, yeah, but still you need to find a way to like the cruciferous vegetables. You need to find a way to prepare them to get some of them in. So I don't know what broccoli seed sprouts means, but I actually take a supplement. It's called DIM. I don't remember because I don't have it in front of me. I take that every once in a blue moon, but I've stopped taking it now. I was taking it regularly, and it was an estrogen metabolism balance, but I've stopped taking it regularly because I don't need to anymore, because my estrogen is actually completely balanced out now. That's right. And I mean, people say, oh my God, butter. Oh my God, you can't eat butter. Absolutely, you should be eating butter. You should be eating a nice grass-fed butter. It is a great fat in your body, and it's absolutely something that you can put on any veggie to make them. I always tell people, stop trying to boil them and try roasting them. They're much better that way with a little bit of crispy. So okay, I can help you with that, Janie. Maybe I think actually the next week, so not this week, but next week, I'm going to be talking about the 5 cancer-busting foods, and we're going to talk about that, and there's some big ones in there, and I can help you with that. And then we'll talk about maybe at the end of that week ways to prepare veggies that are really, really good for your body. So yes, we're going to talk about that, and just not this week, but the next week. Not this week because I'm traveling and I want to be in my kitchen. But yeah, we're going to talk about some cancer-busting foods that are amazingly good for you. So yes. Okay, good. Yeah, so next week. I know, I love my veggies too, Clarissa, and I used to hate them. I would eat like 4 things: potatoes, carrots, broccoli, and cauliflower. Those were the only 4 vegetables that I really liked. And now I will oh my goodness, really? Grow up. Block. Unbelievable, really? Isn't that unbelievable that somebody would come on and say that? Seriously? Yeah. Block party. It's because I have my location on, so I'm getting some trolls because I have my I never have my location turned on when I'm at home, and I have it turned on, and so you get those trolls because they come in from the map. And so, yeah. And then you get these amazing people. Like, I've had a couple of amazing people that have come in today that normally wouldn't be here. So, I know. It's so sad. It is kind of hard to scope when I'm not in my own kitchen, but it's okay. I like it here too. Good, thank you. See, Leroy is new to me, and I'm sure he found me because I had my location turned on, and we have Leroy here. So 2 trolls down, and we gain Leroy. So that's a good thing. So taste concerns are a big deal. I will just go out and say on a limb, I do not like kale. I have never found a way to prepare kale chips or otherwise, that I like kale. I can tolerate it. I won't like gag or anything, but I don't seek it out. I'm not like going out looking for kale. So, but taste issues are a concern, especially when you're making transitions with your family. I live with a very, 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 very get the butter out. Yes, eating healthy is hard, and so do a lot of people. Everybody thinks eating healthy is hard. So, and I'm trying to help them with that, Maria. So yes, so those are my 5 things that I think that are the biggest stumbling blocks for people. And I just wanted to, if those are stumbling blocks for you, I want you to recognize them, and I want you to move forward from them. So try to develop a way around them, or a way over them, or a way to remove them completely out of your life. So those are my 5 tips for that. It is absolutely doable. It is absolutely changeable. Your mindset, your goals, your habits, all of those things are very changeable and very movable. So yeah, you have a lot of blocks. Uh-oh. I didn't block you, Leroy. My goodness. Yes, it does take some discipline. Absolutely. Yes. Well, but that's not how it happens though, Maria. I mean, let's think about it. Practicality wins out most of the time. People think it's more practical to eat at McDonald's than it is to cook, clean, make meals, all those sorts of things. So no food blocks. Yeah, that's right. Get rid of those food blocks. Okay. So, oh, I see what you're saying. You weren't getting blocked a lot. You have a lot of food blocks. I get it, Leroy. Sorry, little slow on the uptake there. I apologize. So here's a couple of solutions. It's not happening, Ross. Everybody tries to get me. I can tell you when I go to people's house that are healthy, yeah. No, maybe, yeah. To you, I'm preaching to the choir, Maria, for sure. Absolutely. Lots of food problems. Okay, I can help you with that. Yes, hold you accountable. It does sound good. I have to agree, Clarissa. It does sound good, yeah. So here's some solutions for you. Find the food combinations that work for you. So for me, here's my food combination. And I say this a lot, and oh, there's my brother-in-law. I say this a lot, I'm gonna say it again. But thank you. You know, I always love your love. So, I eat 90-10. So I eat 90%, and this is good for you, Leroy, so just think about this. I eat 90% fruits and veg, okay? So that's the bulk of my diet. Then I have a 10% that is everything else. So meats, dairies, whole grains, all of those other things. Good. All of those other things are in that 10%. So 90% plant-based, 10% everything else. And then out of that, no, I'm in front of a fountain. Here, I'll show you again. There's the fountain. I'm in a courtyard of our hotel. And that's the fountain that's trickling, so. But out of that 90% plant-based, 50% of that for me, no, that's okay. 50% of that for me is raw. So that is my formula for eating. Now, it's easy for me to stick to that diet. That is an easy plan for me, but it's important that you find out what's easy for you. My husband, he eats about 75% plant-based and 25% everything else. And he's a little bit more liberal with his diet. So what fruit is good for you? All fruit is good for you. There's no fruit that's bad for you. Don't let anybody fool you. Do not eat fruit juices. Hello, it's good to see you. Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that. That's very sad. I hate losing people to cancer. It's just so very sad. Yes, very, very sad. And a very harsh cancer as well. Pancreatic cancer is a difficult one, so. But yes, so find food combinations that work for you. My husband eats about 75% fruits and veg, are plant-based, 25% everything else, and he does completely fine. He's 62 years old. He looks amazing. He's incredibly healthy, and that combination of food works really, really well for him. He probably only eats about 20% raw out of that fruits and veg. So best time of your life. I love it. The other tip I have for you is to make a menu for the week and prepare your food. So a lot of people call it batch cooking, and we will do a week on batch cooking. I swear, I promise you, it's coming down the pipe very soon. But we'll do a week talking about batch cooking, and I'll batch cook for you all week so you have an idea of how to batch cook. But when you batch cook, instead of trying to get all fancy pants about it, well, no, but most people know that. I mean, they know if they have an insulin problem, then they know that they're not supposed to eat. So, oh no, don't run out of kombucha. I've actually been buying kombucha on my trip. So, but you know, try not to get all fancy pants about eating. So in my diet, I eat about 90% of my food is very simple. I mean, I'm a cook and I love to cook and I love to make recipes and I love to make stuff for you guys and I love to develop recipes. It's one of my favorite things that I do besides getting on here and helping you guys. I love recipe development, but really, I eat very simply. I eat very, very simply. A lot of raw vegetables. I don't use a lot of dips or butters or anything like that. A lot of, yeah, I do not cook fancy. So I would say about 90% of my food is actually very simple and practical, and about 10% is fancy pants. And that 10% usually falls because somebody's come into the house, or I've made a special meal for a special occasion, or I've cooked on here for you guys. So that 10% is very few and far between that I'm making fancy pants meals. So making something that's really just simple, good, nutritious food. It does not have to be full of, you know, sauces and spices and herbs and all of those kinds of things. Just cooking very simply and making things that go together. So like a lot of times I will take and make like a whole big patch of quinoa, just quinoa all by itself. I make it in my vegetable stock. Excuse me, I make it in my vegetable stock, but I will make a huge, oh, that sounds amazing. Ooh, I love that. I want some of that. Janie, I want some of that. Yes, simple, delicious and simple. So I make a big batch of quinoa and then I will steam a whole big, huge pot of veggies and I put that in my fridge, and then all I have to do is think about a protein to go with that. So that comes out, I add herbs and spices to whatever dish that I'm making. So if it's if it has a Spanish or Mexican flair, I may add a little cilantro or a little hot sauce or something like that, and mix it with a protein that fits that idea, or I may just have the veggies and the quinoa, or I may add some ground turkey balls. I make meatballs. That sounds terrible, doesn't it? Turkey balls. But I make meatballs out of ground turkey, a real high quality ground turkey, and I, you know, mixing all those together. But I'm getting something that is fast, that is nutritious, and that I know is readily available for me. So it's a good tip. So batch cooking, or I call it preparing food, is amazing, is an amazing way to stay on track. And then the other tip that I have for you is make your kitchen efficient. So making your kitchen efficient is so, so important. You know, you need to learn how to cook vegetables now, right now. Go on the internet, Google steaming or cooking veggies. I promise you that you will find a lot on there, Leroy. So just try that, and if not, email me and I will send. I'm on vacation right now, but email me and I will send you some tips on how to prepare your veggies, because it's so easy. It is stinking crazy easy. I have an audience staring at me. I guess I need to. They're like standing right up there. So, oh my gosh, look at my scar on my elbow from surfing. I just saw that. That's crazy. That's my surfing scar. Okay, anyway, totally off track. Aloha, yeah. So there you go. There's all of your 5 tips, or your 5 maybe stumbling blocks, and some solutions for that. Yeah, you're welcome. Leroy, go find my website, go2kitchens.com. G-O, the number 2, literally the number 2, kitchens, plural.com. Go there. You can send me an email and I will try to help you through finding out how to get more veggies in your diet. So I don't mind helping people one-on-one like that. So there you go. That's my website. My name is Leslie. You have been watching Lunch with Leslie. Thank you so much. I will be back tomorrow. Good. I will be back tomorrow with another exciting topic. Actually, I think I'm going to be scoping from Taliesin West, which is a Frank Lloyd Wright home. I will probably be scoping from there. Maybe I'll scope from the kitchen. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're having a great time. We actually leave on Wednesday. We've been having an amazing time. My brother-in-law we've been looking at houses, and it's just been, we just had a great time. So looking forward to the rest of the day today, which is going to be a little bit of shopping, I think. Maybe, I don't know what we're doing actually. Shopping and lunch and whatever else happens. So you guys go out, have an amazing day. I do just want to talk, if you've been watching the scope, to watch about the 5 stumbling blocks of eating healthy. That part of the scope is over, and I do just want to go quickly into a inspirational point for today. If you're not familiar with me, at the end of all of my scopes, I do a quick inspiration, not all of them, but my noon scopes, I do a quick inspirational moment. And I just want to share with you guys today that this was my Facebook post from this morning. There's nothing on this planet that is irreversible. Your situation, your mindset, your commitments can change at the drop of a hat. Never underestimate the power of what is meant to be. So that was my thought this morning, because, and this is kind of where my scope came from this morning, is that, you know, all of my hopes and dreams and everything got shattered with a cancer diagnosis. I thought I was going to die, and I did not die. Obviously, I'm very well and very alive, but all of that got shattered with the cancer diagnosis. And it would have been so easy for me to fall into the trap of, oh, I have cancer. I'm a cancer survivor. And feel sorry for me, and oh, poor me, and you know, whatever. And I just refused that type of lifestyle and took it on as an assignment and as a lifestyle and a life changer. And that happened at the drop of a hat. I didn't have cancer one day and I had cancer the next. So your situations can change. Did you see the light change? That was like super freaky. I mean, in the screen here is like, ooh. But your life can change at the drop of a hat. And I have been witnessing this week, actually, with that happening. I mean, you have one lifestyle that you've had your whole life, and then all of a sudden you have a totally different opportunity. And it's been most exciting, and I'm not going to steal his thunder or anything, but it's been most exciting to witness that this week. And so I just wanted you guys to think about that nothing is set in stone. You are not guaranteed anything. There are no promises. There is no nothing in life. You have to make your own way, and you have two choices. You can wallow around in your heartache and in your sorrow, or you can choose to not wallow around, and you can move forward and go forward in your life. I have made the decisions to go forward and move forward in my life and to do great things with a cancer diagnosis, instead of being that person that's like, I had cancer, you know. So I just refused that. I just refused that path. So you guys think about that today. Take it with you wherever you go today. Remember to smile at strangers. It is absolutely true. It's absolutely true. Leroy, you probably just had this experience. You went to the doctor thinking that everything was okay. You came out of the doctor thinking, I need to change my lifestyle. So you guys just keeping that in mind, it can be just a flip of a coin like that just happens so very quickly. So don't take anything for granted. Love every second of your life. Do things that make you happy and make you smile. Yep, see? Do things that make you happy and make you smile. And therefore, if you do that, then when you project back out into the world, you're projecting that happiness and that smile and that gratefulness and that gratitude and all of those things back out into the world. So, hey, Lenny, it's good to see you. So there you go. There's my inspirational moment for the day. You guys go out and have an amazing day. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I've missed you. I couldn't wait to get on my scope today. So email is going to be, you can get it right from the website. Go to Kitchens. They'll scroll all the way down to the bottom. It will say contact me, and you can hit that and it'll send me an email and I will see it. So yeah. And I do really want to help you with that. So, all right. So you guys go out and make the best of today. It's a beautiful day here in Tucson. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I'm here every day, noon at Mountain Time. So yeah, you're welcome. I hope we can get you through that hurdle. So you guys have a great day. I love you, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. And I will be back in my kitchen on Wednesday. It'll be close, but I should be back in my kitchen on Wednesday. I am traveling. I am. I'm moving around a lot. It's true. So yeah, it's good to see you guys. All right, I love you, and I will see you tomorrow at noon Mountain Time. Go to kitchens.com. Go check it out. Go become a VIP. Go become a VIP, and then join us on our Facebook page, because we have a lot of fun over there. So if you join, you'll get a link to become a VIP, and you get a proprietary or free Facebook page that's just Go To Kitchens people. So you guys go check that out, and you get a free ebook, and you get all kinds of free stuff. I mean, hello. You get to know what's coming up next for Go To Kitchens. All right, love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.